Doudou is a 7-year-old boy who is always sloppy and dirty because he loves to play with his best friend Dust. Dust is a sooty Asian elf who plays with Doudou daily, making him a filthy boy. Furthermore, Doudou hates showering because he must say goodbye to Dust whenever he washes his body. At school, Dust always shadows Doudou and has fun with him. When they play in the mud pool, Dust leaves his footprints on Doudou's hands, making them muddy. When they draw pictures with paint and colored pencils, Dust climbs on Doudou's neck and face, leaving his handprints on him. Dust walks through Doudou's pants, leaving shoe prints when they play on the slides and bunkers in the park. At home, Dust plays a variety of games with Doudou. When they eat a delicious chocolate cake after school, they play the kissing game, filling Doudou's cheeks with lip prints. When they have a bottle of soda in the garden, they play the waterfall game, and Doudou's shoes get wet from Dust's saliva. When they have fruit after dinner, they play the shootout game with fruit, and Doudou's t-shirt is penetrated with dust ammunition. When it is time to take a bath, Doudou pretends to wash and doesn't use soap because he doesn't want to say goodbye to Dust. As a result, Doudou's body and clothes are always filthy. The teacher asked students to separate into small groups to finish the artwork. However, because of those dirty stains on Doudou's body, no one wanted to collaborate with him. Doudou was so sad and didn't understand why everyone didn't like him. He asked his teacher for help, and the teacher replied, "The closer you and Dust are, the fewer friends you will have." Unfortunately, Doudou still didn't realize that his best friend was the main factor that caused this situation, and kept playing with Dust. One morning, when Doudou and Dust planned to go on a picnic, the worst things happened. Doudou got sick. He had a severe fever and could not stay awake. Although he had tried his best to wake up to ask Dust to wait for him, Dust didn't wait and turned away to play with others. Doudou's mom was so nervous, she took him to the doctor. After a series of health examinations, the doctor discovered the cause of his illness. The doctor said, "Doudou, you have to keep yourself clean." "Why? I want to stay with Dust forever. Why can't I play with my best friend?" Doudou asked. The doctor replied, "Because he will hurt you. Did you remember that once you couldn't find any partner to finish your project? Did you know why people don't want to be close to you?" "No." "Because Dust would feel jealous when others come to talk or play with you. Therefore, Dust would secretly inform them that you are his best friend and no one can play with you except him." Doudou was shocked and said nothing. "I know you like him very much," the doctor continued, "so I will allow you to play with him. But there is a prerequisite. Seriously wash your body and clothes daily. Can you do it?" "Yes, I will try as much as I can." On the way home, Doudou thought about his memories with Dust. He was so upset about reducing his time with Dust, and he couldn't imagine his life without him. However, although he didn't want to leave his best friend, He knew he had no choice if he wanted to make a difference. After Doudou got home, he told Dust, "I think we should keep our distance and leave some space for both of us." "Why?" Dust asked, shocked, thinking that Doudou didn't like him anymore. "I won't leave you, but we both need to learn how to live independent lives," Doudou comforted him. "Also, we must reflect on how we get along because something may be wrong that caused my illness." Unwilling to hurt Doudou again, Dust nodded with tears rolling down his face. Days passed, and Doudou and Dust remained friends. They still played together every day. At school, Dust still followed behind Doudou and had fun with him. Dust still left his footprints on Doudou's hands when they played in the mud pool, but Doudou washed his hands after playing. When they drew pictures with pens and colored pencils, Dust still left his handprints on Doudou's face, but Doudou washed his face after drawing. When they played on the slides and in the bunkers in the park, Dust still stamped his shoe prints on Doudou's pants, but Doudou changed his clothes after playing. At home, Dust still played a variety of games with Doudou. When they had a delicious chocolate cake after school, they still played the kissing game, but Doudou cleaned up the lip prints after their afternoon tea. When they had a bottle of soda, they would play the waterfall game, but Doudou was more careful to prevent his shoes from getting wet with Dust's saliva. When they had fruits after dinner, they would play the shootout game with balls. As a result, Doudou's t-shirt would not be full of Dust's ammunition. When it was time to bathe, Doudou would say goodbye to Dust and promise to play with him tomorrow. Later, he would bathe and use soap to clean his clothes carefully. From then on, Doudou's body and clothes were no longer dirty and filthy. The end.